Hello, and welcome back to Revingham, the exciting future metropolis that will become Reverstan, the great workers and resources empire. Anyway, we are doing pretty well, except something happened that has caused me to come back a little bit earlier. I was going to let our marketplace build first, but then I thought, so I had paused it after we had someone die, and this will cause people to be unhappy if we don't have a cemetery for them. So I looked around, and we really don't need your cemetery close. I thought about up here might not be a bad place, but if we were to build more mines, I wanted to build it someplace that we wouldn't ever affect where a mine would go. And I'm thinking, yeah, so it's either like up here, and let's just take a look. I didn't actually look at this place. So let's come here. You know what? Let me pause it just so that nobody gets the idea of, well, are we going to build it right away? Yeah, you know what? Maybe we will build it right away. Let's keep time going. I know people don't like it when I pause time. So let's go here to cemeteries and just see. Just want to get an idea. Can we get it? 20 by 20 is the biggest. So yeah, see, the problem is right there, we wouldn't be able to get a road past here, and I don't like doing that. And we wouldn't really be able to, let's go down. Yeah, there's red. Yeah, so we would be able to get a road if we started here. That's 20, but then we wouldn't. Cemetery is too large, but let's just stop that for a second. Yeah, it still wouldn't be able to get a road. Let's go down one more. All right, we can get a road. Here, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. It's even a little hard for me to see. So I'm looking for a place we can get a road past here, right? Like a road could go like that. So right here. And the reason I'm trying to jam it up that far, so let's see if we go right here. No, see, we couldn't quite get it in there because the road couldn't get past. So let's go down one more, right? And a road could get past there. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about. But then we come over to here, right? So it would be like right there. Yeah, see, we can get a road past if we start right here. Now let's zoom back out. We'll make it 20. By 20, and I moved again. Let's see, if we did that. Yeah, you know what, I am going to pause it for a second. Alright, see, I don't think we're going to be able to get in, you know, I'm not that overly concerned, but if you guys watch my videos, you know, I like to plan ahead. Yeah, see, we couldn't get a mine in here, which there's just no reason, even though it's, you could definitely say, you know, I'm overdoing it, but I think over here we could get a mine in on this face if we did the same thing over here. So let's try to be a little quicker about it. Play time again. How is everything doing? We're sort of hitting our limits on a lot of things, aren't we? So let's get this done so we can start paying attention to other things. So if we come in about this area, let's see. Yeah, see, that's 18. Yeah, so I think if I came in, yeah, that's 20. Let's zoom in. Right, 20 by 1. Come back over here. Yeah, see, we can get a road in past there. So if we started right here and went 20 by 20. Alright, does that stop us from putting in? I don't really necessarily want them working on it, so let's be quick. Does that stop us from putting in a mine? No. See that? There's our quarry is right over here. Or I mean our cemetery. Yep, no, we could definitely get mines in there, plus maybe even storages out in front of them. So Yeah, I think we'll go for the quarry being built. And the reason I say that is, once you have your first person die, the reason for this whole conversation, you end up, now we have to be afraid of the great die-off. So we're going to have potentially a rush of people hurrying up to die. So let's get some more stuff going over to here. Now I notice the food, I've taken 500 venison out. I did that between the episodes. I did want to show you guys this too. So we didn't get all the hide coats out of there. Tools we did. Should we? Yeah, I think we should go for. Let's get it up to 100. Right, we'll get 100 tools, and then we might just stop tool production, because I think that's going to be, if we sell some of those tools off, that'll be a great. They're worth what, like 15? Yep. See, there we go. We got another death. So yeah, see, so we only have one laborer. And that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's take another person off of building, even though if there's nothing to build, they will go do labor stuff. So maybe we'll calm down for a little while on trying to stock things up, because we don't want to run out of people here doing all the wonderful things that we have them doing so far. So in any event, I guess we could... Yeah, we could think about the layout in other places. I don't like the way this looks, so I'm going to get rid of... at least that. Yeah, and then if we were to come here, let's just, while we're waiting for cemetery to be built, and did we get our marketplace? Oh, good, we got our marketplace. So... yeah, if we're going to be in the age of dying, I still think it might be worth putting one person in the marketplace. Right? Because right now we're okay. I mean, we have people and things and such, but as they get older, they also start blocking... yeah, they start blocking us from being able to... like they don't have kids. So do we want to build a house? And if so, where would we be most likely to need a house? I'd like to start getting some more houses down in here without interfering with what's going on too much with the wood chopping that is happening here. I definitely would like to start getting built into here. So I'm thinking that maybe we would... let's just see, where is this Forester's Lodge? Yeah, like where is his... I don't want to build the houses in there, and we want to definitely build them in the zone of this marketplace. Just, because this will become an area that we do a bunch of farming in, even if we interfere a little bit with the wood. We do have enough houses for now over here, don't we? And again, houses may not be an issue if enough people die. So are we over here working on this? Yeah, it's going to take quite a while. But it will get us some resources. We should probably even consider... yeah, that's going to be a painfully slow thing to do. So are we all caught up here? Everybody's... yeah, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take... yeah, for now I'm going to take the guy off of being the trader. Just because I'm afraid... yeah, I'd rather have him just always be a laborer for this moment. And if we get a trade that we can do, that we don't have enough stuff for, we can put him back on there. But in the meantime, definitely want to get the quarry, or the cemetery built. So I think what I want to do at this point is maybe I will pause the video. And the last video, I'm not sure what happened, but I forgot to pause it. And if I'm going over 30 minutes for some reason, I seem to be getting kind of laggy. Like the video gets messed up. So I'm not sure if I caused that problem again. And I don't know what to do about it. It's something that happens in the recording. I should have paid more attention to what I was doing. I just sort of forgot. So I'm sorry if the last episode was laggy. But anyway, let me pause it for a minute, and if anything exciting happens... Oh, we had another person... Is that another person died, or is that just... So we just had 2 die so far, but we definitely want to get them a cemetery going. And I did pick the biggest possible cemetery, so it's going to take the most work, but we'll see. Hopefully we can fill up the whole cemetery, because that's another thing in the quest line, so to speak, that I don't think I ever got, because I was always using mods. And you can use the littlest stupid mod, and it doesn't go. So let me pause it for a minute. You know, if this gets built, we'll talk about building more things, but I think we're just gonna hold our breath here for a second and let the number of adults, hopefully we don't have too many die, that we start having problems. But if we start having problems while I'm pausing the recording, then I will definitely come right back. So in the meantime, I'm just going to let it play forward just like this. See you in a second. Okay, fast forward about 1 year, maybe a little less than that, not sure, but I noticed that we have a trader coming, so I thought, well, now's a good time to stop before the trader gets there, because that'll be a little bit exciting. But we have had, well, another one just died just this minute, so we've had another person die. I came over here because we have enough food, and I took these people off of fishing. So I think what I want to do now is, if you look, we have crops dying in the field, so let's take our farmers off of farming. And that way we have enough laborers, and we're just going to have to a little bit maybe micromanage our food there. But I also put in over here a little storage just where we didn't have to build anything or remove anything, so they could, if they do get over here, they'll get our cemetery going that much quicker. But it's a shame we didn't build it just a bit faster, because this will probably, see, it's affecting our star rating. The happiness of our citizens is now down. So that means that we probably need to start, you know, definitely working on that. And we got to hope that this trader, I'm hoping when he gets here that he's going to have something that we can make alcohol with, would be wonderful as well, because then we can get, really, I think we'll have most of the buildings built at that point. We need a hospital, but that's fine. Like we'll definitely get that, but we'll have most of the things going, especially with these industrial things. Actually, one of the orchards would be kind of cool, and we could say, well, we have an orchard, we have some sheep. The other thing I want to do, yeah, so you're not working this because of the food limit, which is a bit annoying, because yeah, it's just annoying. But let's see what happens with this trader. We may try to trade him a little bit of food just because we have enough at this moment. And we have a fair amount in storage, so let's see what happens with that. But the other thing I want to do is, as soon as I'm able to split this herd, I want to split it so that we don't end up losing all of our sheep. Getting a little bit nervous about that as time goes on. There we go. See, now this person, because I just put this little storage in here, and as soon as we get done with this, the other thing is it will cause them not to bring, like they need the stone here anyway, so it will cause them not to take all this stone back. Hopefully they'll be smart enough to bring the stone from here and put it in here. We need 76 tons of stone, so we'll see what happens with that. But there we go. So we should start building this, and then there we go. We got the trader here. So let me just pause time, because I like to think solidly, about this. Cherries and apples, which is really not what we need. Though they are willing to buy stuff from us, but we don't really, I don't really want to. I wish it was a cherry tree. If we look at orders, definitely. I know I've made this. Well, we can't really see it, but in the past. Now purchase. Can we purchase? Nah, see, we can't. Yeah, see, this is different. This is like a standing to purchase certain things, like herbs or vegetables. Like, we can order stuff, but this guy only has that. But definitely, we're not. I would love to get an apple tree, or I think we can make alcohol. We would buy whatever kind of tree they have, but unfortunately, he doesn't have what we want. So we're going to dismiss him. And I mean, we got enough food. While it might be nice to give our people cherries and apples, I don't think it's worth the trade at that point. So there we go. So good. We're starting to work on our cemetery, and unfortunately, we're just at this. We don't have that done, and we've got people dying, so people are becoming unhappy. So because they're becoming unhappy, I think we should. But do we have enough stone? No, we don't really have enough stone for this. And I would like them to just focus on getting everything out there. Any of the laborers we have, just because I know this is bringing down our happiness. And the good news is I hope they're taking all the stone. Yeah, they're taking the stone out of here. Why do we get firewood over here? I'm going to delete this stockpile as soon as another person has died of old age. So this is the great die-off. So just so you guys can see, when we left for the year, Meyer, I think, had died, and then maybe, this Gemelesh maybe died. But now look, we've already had 2 more people die. So this is the great die-off. And I think we're in good shape. This is why in the very beginning I pushed it and pushed it and pushed it to have more people. Now the problem is as these people are dying off, we're probably getting a number of houses that only have like 1 person. See, these people aren't going to have kids anymore. So we're also running into a problem with that. And having said that, I think we could go ahead just for the sake of it and start having them build a stone house, because we've got a number of students, but I'd like to get some more babies on the way. And then the other problem we're going to have is all those old people dying off. You don't want to go too nuts with your housing, because then there will become empty houses available, and then you'll have another little population boom. But I think we're in good enough shape with our food that we don't really need to worry about that too much. All right, so now she took out all of the stone. Now where the heck are you going with that stone, woman? All right, so let's go ahead and delete this. Alright, so they're going to have to empty that out, but that's okay. I don't really want them storing things over here. And again, we've got 2 builders. Yeah, we're working on this probably with more priority. Yeah, look, they already have all the stuff in there, and they're working on that. So that's one of the reasons I paused it and just let them come over here and do what they wanted to over here. Because if we have too many constructions, they'll do things like building this house. And the reason is because I planned this house out before I planned out other things, right? So before I planned out the cemetery, so it sort of remembers the order that you plop things down in, not necessarily the order you unpause them in. So that's the main reason I think they're working on this one. Yeah, so we could start upgrading some of the houses, but we're really not in that great a shape. There we go. So she probably brought the stone from all the way over there. Yeah, it's just going to take a while for them to get over there and do that. Let's fast forward time a bit. I don't want to get into too much. I'd like to... Yeah, we don't have any more farmers. We'll just keep an eye on our food. But again, we're getting less people. So if we could see the chart, if we had a town hall, we could see that the people are dying off there. But yeah, we're just... so I'd like to get down into here and start getting this built. But while we have the great die-off, we're just at this point. It's just no fun. But again, we're prepared for it. I think we're going to make... I think we're going to be in good shape. And oh, there we go. Another one. Let's go down. Oh, yeah, another one died of old age. And then at least we got a laborer back. So, yeah, if you look, we're in decent shape. I'll be glad to getting this house done before the quarry before the cemetery definitely not the end of the world. And it certainly makes my building the coal mine and the quarry over here, it makes that, I don't know, a bit of a waste of effort, because we're not going to really have extra people. And it's not like we don't have enough stone and things around. There we go. So we should get some occupants in here. Hopefully some nice young ones. Yes, there we go. So they'll hopefully get us a few babies. And like I said, there should be houses here that are going to end up with like one person in them potentially. See, there's one where we got older people in there. So yeah, we don't want to go, as these older people die off, you end up with too many houses. Yeah, see, there's a fisherman where there's just one fisherman in that house. Very inefficient. Should send him off to live with the grandkids. Yeah, I think we definitely want to get some more people living down in this area. Yeah, so we're getting our stone out here. Why don't I just put it back to regular speed so I can pause these things. And let's plan on... Let's see what we can do with some more houses here. So we had already sort of started this. I want to open this up, and I want to open up this. So I don't really want to build these houses in there, but you know what? We can close this market. No matter where we build them over here, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape for that. And I just want to get... Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? It would cut into it a little bit, but let's come over to roads. Why don't we build straight off of this a road? And then, yeah, I think what I'd like to do, even if we pause it immediately, is put, let's say, a stockpile. Yeah, it's a 6x5 stockpile. Oops, why can't I? Oh, it's... Well, why can't I pause you? Can't pause a stockpile? Okay, well, that's fine. It's fine to put the stockpile in. As long as we can pause this barn in a second. Yeah, we can't get the barn over here, so... Do we want a road there? No. Oh, we don't have a road. Yeah, why don't we have a road? Let's plan on a road. I know this will take away from our cemetery slightly, but our happiness being... Yeah, let's plan on that. Over to our marketplace there. Let's go back to here. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to put a space between these two, but there you go. Pause that. That won't hurt for if we want to get some stone and iron out of this area, so this can start becoming more tree-y, which we're getting. Yeah, we probably need some more stone, don't we? Yeah, let's start. Yeah, we'll take some more stone out of here. Enough. Don't want to give them too many jobs, because we still need 30 there, so we're definitely going to need that stone. I hope they just sort of prioritize. What the heck is our... What can't we do? Where the heck is this? I said a bad word. Alright, so... Yeah, it's just sort of remote, and I don't really even want a road out to here. I don't want them spending the time doing that, though that might have been a little bit smart. Our food is still over the limit, which is good, and that's, I think, because, you know, again, we still have quite a few people on the food doing. Like I said, I think we're in good shape. We're just, you know, hopefully what we had, like, you know, we're going to have like 10 people that are going to tend to want to die off, so, you know, we should have a nice stone house for them. We can upgrade some of these to stone houses. And the stone houses are nice because they're a lot less susceptible to fire, and they don't use as much firewood, and so it's a good thing to start upgrading those as you balance out and have extra stuff. So there we go. We're almost done getting stone up to here, which is good. So I feel like we're in at least reasonable shape with that. Yeah, so what were we doing? That's right, we were going to build some more houses up here. So let's go over to... Yeah, I think I will put a little path. Pause each of these. Alright, but so if we build some houses, it will be with the idea that we'll get more workers for over here, which isn't going to hurt. Hopefully the builders will end up over here. As you can see, we're slowly encroaching in on this, but these guys aren't replanting, so it seems like we're in pretty good shape. But we want to get this built before these trees over here start dying off. And we just need a little more stone for our cemetery, and I'll feel good about that. So let's close this Forester's Lodge. You know what? I'm going to leave it open because I think that'll be... Yeah, let's build a house and then that. So as soon as we have enough stone again, which really we do, yeah, let's... There you go. So we have 2 builders on that. Well, we're doing okay, actually. Oh, look, we got another... Good, we got another 2 laborers back. That's excellent. Yeah, they should stay working on that cemetery because this house was planned afterwards. I don't think they're going to split. I don't want them to split. I want them to go out there and work on this as the priority. And isn't... Yeah. We can do this, increase the priority of work being done in the area. Let's see what happens if we... Oops, where the heck is it? There it is, all the way over here. Yeah, see, I don't know if that... Yeah, see, it's... Doesn't really, I don't think it lets you, yeah, I don't think it really lets you prioritize. I don't know if that prioritized this construction or not. I wish there was a little bit better symbol for that, in a sense, like that it told you, yeah, this is the higher priority. I think it's more of a, you know, I don't know. I don't really use it. It was recommended that I use it. We're getting more people, but we still can't split our herd. Which we, like I said, we definitely want to do for the reasons of disease at that point, but we just can't do it at this moment. Alright, so what else is going on? We're getting the house, we're getting stuff removed, good. We've got, there we go, we got a builder. This is back over there this way. Did we just, see this is going to, oh there he goes, there's she. You know what, I don't think it matters which way the entrances face. Good, there we go. It's going to take a while. Let's do some more extra fast forwarding here. I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, good. Look, babies being born. I think, you know, we may get more people dying, and I'm not happy with our happiness. But once we get this house built, yeah, I really want to get this Forester's Lodge going. And eventually it's going to start, yeah, see our food, well, let's see, our food is sort of holding its own, but yeah, it's summertime now, so there's no point in putting farmers back on here. We can let the food dip a little bit, and then maybe maybe in next winter or spring we'll put people back on here. But we're in good shape with food. So I definitely want to keep them focused on this. As far as the builders go, which they are, which is perfect. Yeah, and then getting that house done won't hurt us. Nice. Do we have another trader coming? We're not doing anything else. except for fast forwarding. No. Yeah, I'd like to get the alcohol business going. I guess at some point here, well, we need to get the church. You know, church or alcohol kind of go Saturday night and Sunday morning, right? Isn't that how the country song goes? Something along those lines. If you like American country music or folk music even, but particularly country, they have PBS, our public broadcasting system, has a documentary from a guy named Ed Burns who did like a Civil War documentary. He does these like 20-hour kind of 16-hour documentaries that he goes into depth, and it's pretty interesting if you like country music. Goes through a lot of the artists and changes in country music. Probably I liked his Civil War thing better, but you know, and I like country music to some degree. I'm not the world's biggest fan, but certainly, you know, a lot of it's good. I guess it's like any other kind of music. Oh, there goes another death. So anyway, there's my little plug for that. Again, just because I enjoyed watching it. Yeah, it's just taking forever because they got to come all the way over here and build on it for like 2 seconds before they get hungry or something. Yeah, let's see how long she lasts. I know we're in fast forward mode, but I'm good. She's making a good attempt. Where's your partner? Oh, there he comes. Very good. Yeah, she's going back and he's coming. Look, they're on shift work. Keep it at it, guys. I don't think it matters that they, you know, as long as they're out there as long as possible. Which does help in the winter, or I mean in the summer, where because another reason they'll leave is if they get cold. So they get cold and hungry, and they'll leave us. So what else is going on? Did we get our house built? No, they're not going to build the house until that. So what are we going to get our laborers to do? Are they getting the stone out of here, or did they already? Yeah, I don't see any stone assigned. So I'm just saying that we're on the lower side of stone, and if our laborers are, yeah, there's some more here. And how is our? We're doing okay. Yeah, might as well just get all the stone out of here. I don't want to get too much out of the range of it. That's out of the range of it. There we go. So that'll get all the stone out of here, which is good for growing more trees. And then, yeah, I don't want to give them too much to do. There we go. We got our cemetery done. I think, let me take the time back to 2 times speed, our normal running forward speed. So there we go. I think I'm going to call it quits here. We're over the half-hour mark, I'm pretty sure. And we'll have this set of happiness going. And then, you know, our food is still doing great. You know, we could definitely, like I said, as excited as you may get about getting more people and building more houses, like don't panic in a way when it comes to your population, because if you've noticed, I said I want to keep this around 1/3 of the people, like between the children and the students. As a general statement, I like to keep this around 1/3 of my population. And if you notice, 1/3 of 30 is 10, of course, and we're at 13. So I really don't want this to grow too much. The only reason I'm not too worried right now is because I know we have the food production capabilities. All right, so and I know we have some food stored away in here as some extra. So, but if you start getting too many of these kids, they don't produce food, and yet they still eat the food. So you can, you know, again, we're in pretty good shape because we focus so much on food. I think we really have a nice little colony going on here. We'll get some more stone going so that we can build some more stone houses. And this church, let's put this church up on the list. This church may be even our next biggest priority. We're going to have to get to 130 stone. So maybe I'll do that in between the episodes, just get us up a little bit more on the stone. And then this Forester's Lodge, you know what, we can probably, now that we're building this, well, let's see, let's finish building this. and then we can get this Forester's Lodge going. And the reason I say that is because I think I definitely laid down this Forester's Lodge first, so they'll go over here, and I'd rather just as soon they finish this house, even though that means more babies that we may not really want at this moment. Like I said, I'm content enough, considering we're not even raising crops and we have this extra fishing thing that's shut off, and our sheep pasture, and we still can't split it. I would think, I forget what the minimum number is, but very shortly here, I think it's like 12 or 14, we should be able to split that. So we want to keep an eye on that, because the last thing we want is a disease that wipes out all our sheep at this point. So you always want to have 2 pastures of each animal as you get the animals. Good, we got another laborer going. Wonderful. So it's just a matter, let's finish this house. Let's stick with it for a few minutes. We're not too far. I like to go between 30 and 40 minutes with these episodes. Yeah, so this is good. We are a proud little community here, doing quite well with no graves, because no one's died after we built it, of course, but that should help keep their happiness up a bit, because if we were to go around and look, at certain people, like focus on this citizen, like you may find somebody who's not happy because their loved one died. But I'm not going to sit here. Oh, there we go. Look, is cold, is unhappy. Yeah, let's see if let me zoom in on her. Where is she going? You know what? We're getting. How much wool do we have? Oh, we lost her. Can we pin her? Oh, come on. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Getting something to eat is working. Yeah, where is it? I thought it told us why she's unhappy. It's not in our inventory. In any event, she probably had a loved one die, and it'll tell you that. I thought it would tell you that, or maybe it was a mod I had, I don't know, but yeah, we need to try to keep them happy, and church will make them happier too. So fortunately we got our cemetery built, which helps that we'll get the church going. Sort of waiting on that house to get done. There we go. So let's see, do we have anybody move in? Let's come here. Now that the house is done and we have enough stuff to end the episode, I will just unpause this. I don't want you guys to, oh, look, we got a trader. Yeah, we'll do that. We got this going. When we get enough stone, we will get the chapel going, but that'll probably be the beginning of the next episode. But we'll get this Forester's Lodge worked on at that point, and I will pause it, and that'll be the last playing of the game, and we will see trade. Walnuts and pears. I really need you to start bringing... again, we have enough food. I don't want to trade just for food. When it comes to the orders, and say we can't order even like walnut trees or pear trees. Pears, I'm pretty sure we can turn into alcohol. I probably should go look before we actually have to face that question to make sure I know which one. It's been a while since I've played, but yeah, there's certain fruits we can turn into alcohol. There's other grains, like if we could get wheat or something, I think we can turn that into alcohol. I'll go look up the list maybe even before the next episode, refresh my brain. But there you go. So, let's just dismiss this guy, unfortunately. And I will play time forward to end the episode. And there we go. So we have another house with younger people. Notice that they're younger, so these guys should definitely make us some babies. Though I want to slow down. That'll be the last house we build for a little bit, until our adult numbers tend to catch up a little bit more with our kid numbers. And again, I think we're in good shape. We can throw more people onto making food there. We've got the extra fishing, and we'll get this Forester's Lodge built. And then once we get enough stone, I will come back in the next episode, and we'll get a church built. And we may even go so far as to... oh, that's right, here. No, here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Brewery. Tavern. Not brewery. right? And probably end up wanting to put that closer to where we'll have the farms. I don't want to put them in where we put the houses, but like maybe like right here. Do we want to leave a little? You know what? Maybe. So if I put them out over here, that could block where we might put some farms. Though the farm should be further down this way. Yeah, let's go. We may move that, but at least we have it as a reminder. So there we go. So eventually we'll build a tavern, even if we don't have the crops for it. Just sort of like with our mine and our, for future expansion. So there we go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Take care of yourselves and have a good day. Bye-bye.